The October 237 Tuesday Disciple Training took place on the 22nd. The 5th World RTS Conference took place on the 24th at the Deokpyeong RUTC.
Hello and welcome to the RUTC News. The October 237 Tuesday Disciple Training took place on the 22nd.
The October 237 Tuesday Disciple Training took place on the 22nd. At the monthly 237 Tuesday Disciple Training, in the direction of the fulfillment of the word Caesarea Philippi to Rome, Reverend Yu gave 3 lectures titled Personal Evangelization, Regional Evangelization, and World Evangelization. In Lecture 1, Reverend Yu relayed that evangelization must take place for ourselves first, and for this to receive the filling of the Holy Spirit by the 7 partisans, guidance by the Holy Spirit through the 7 journeys, and that we must receive the 300% answer that raises the absolute partisan through the 7 guideposts. In Lecture 2, he relayed that we must save the region, church member, and church, and raise a 300% partisan by receiving the complete guidance of the Holy Spirit to assess the field and raise the disciples who will continue. In the final Lecture 3, he relayed that when we raise the missions partisan, the recreation of the heavens and the earth will occur. And for world evangelization, we must do prayers of saving ourselves in the morning, saving others during the day, and receiving answers at night. And through the prayer of healing, we must enjoy the answers of the 3 courtyards, 3-day weekend age, and holy meditation age. Registrations are open for the November 237 Tuesday Disciple Training. You can register at WEEA until November 13th, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Meanwhile, the November 237 New Believers Field Ministers Training registrations end on the 30th at 6 p.m.
The 5th World RTS Conference took place on the 24th at the Deokpyeong RUTC.
Gathering the evangelists who will enjoy the answers of the Holy Meditation, Evangelism, Gospel, and 1,000 partisan movements for the sake of 237 5,000 evangelization, the 5th World RTS Conference took place on October 24th at the Deokpyeong RUTC, with the theme, The Least Will Become 1,000, the Smallest, a Mighty Nation. In Lecture 1, Reverend Yu relayed the message titled The Evangelism Disciple Who Saves the Source, in which he said to challenge to save the 3 areas, 100% myself and the church, and to prepare the field and system 100%. He also relayed that our mission is to heal the believers into the summit, and that challenging towards world evangelization is our life. In Lecture 2, with the title Main Figure to Heal the World, he relayed that the goal of our ministry is to hold to Jesus' final pulpit as our covenant, and with the complete gospel Jesus has given, seeing God's plan is the complete answer, and to raise the complete partisan which does not disappear. Also, the final opportunity given to us is healing and summit, to prepare the absolute partisan to save the church, region, and world. The partisan movement which raises the 300% system through the covenant of Mount Calvary, Mount of Olives, and Mark's Upper Room. Last week's Saturday Core was Remnant Day service given at the Changdae Church, centered on the Seoul Bukbu chapter. Reverend Yu relayed a special message titled Elementary and Youth Evangelism Institute's Imprint, Root, and Nature to the pastors and pastors' wives of the Seoul Bukbu chapter, World Business Persons Missions Association, church officers, graduate school, board members, and Elementary and Youth Evangelism Institute lecturers. Through each meeting, he relayed the mission that the gospel must be personalized for the remnants in the 3-day weekend age, and that all must gather to make the time of changing imprints to the gospel. In this way, the headquarters tours weekly core locations, and the business person, church officer, remnant ministers meet and receive the word to raise the partisan that actually prepares the 300%. Mothers of church members, protectors of evangelists, and co-workers will gather for the 21st Female Pastors Retreat with the theme Healing Evangelist on November 4th at the Deokpyeong RUTC. All pastors and pastors' wives, female pastors may attend. Lecture 1 will start at 11 a.m., Lecture 2 at 7 p.m. Registrations are open at WEEA until October 31st. The 8th Asia Business Persons Conference will take place with the theme Restoration of Three Economies on November 12th for 2 days at Bali, Indonesia. Lecture 1 will be on the 12th at 6:30 p.m., Lecture 2 on the 13th at 10 a.m., and Lecture 3 at 3 p.m. Registrations have been extended to November 2nd. Detailed info is available at the WEEA Overseas Schedule Guide. The 7th 2024 Southeast Asia Evangelism Conference and 22nd Philippines Remnant Conference will take place on December 17th for 2 days in Clark, Philippines. The 22nd Philippines Remnant Conference will open on the 17th with the theme The Opportunity to Save the 5,000 Tribes, and the Southeast Asia Evangelism Conference will take place on the 18th with the theme The 237 Opportunity. Registrations begin November 1st. Details are available at the WEEA website. The European Business Persons Conference and Evangelism Conference, with the theme The Absolute Bartism Which Is Not Deceived, will take place from October 29th for 3 days in Munich, Germany. The November issue of the Prayer Journal is here. The important turning point time schedule of heading out to the 237 5,000 tribes, introducing the peoples of India and Central Asia. The school evangelization message is made to confirm what you must possess before doing anything, to discover the God-given talents and enjoy the blessing of 3 concentrations, 3 answers in prayer. Also this month for the Remnant Conference in America, which we must pray for as the Rome of this age, you can confirm and meditate upon the fulfillment of last year's messages. Prayer journals can be purchased at conference locations and the WEEA website. This week's announcements. Next week's core service will be given online.
The person who knows the start knows the process, and that world evangelization is God's absolute plan. May our lives, businesses, and churches remain within that answer. This concludes the news. Thank you.